Yes, come smile. Right, so we're live. We're back. We're live on just about everything this afternoon. We're live on our social media outlets, on the video camera, so we're streaming to you from the stop line. We're live on ERC Radio as well, live for the afternoon's loop of stages from Rally Hungary. And here we are. It's basically a repeat of the morning's group of stages, just done again this afternoon, but a little bit more, less sharp light, less bright as it was earlier on today. And it goes dark a lot earlier in the evening here in this part of the world in Hungary. We're right up north. So we're very, very close to the Slovakian border, which is good. So we're in the top part of Hungary, and I'm playing skipping ropes at the moment with the cables and everything that we've got here, because we've got a big long microphone pole to socially distance ourselves from us and the drivers at the end of the stage. But this afternoon, it's the same story, the same loop of stages. We've got 4 of them, but we're just running back to back. This one's just over 14 kilometers in length. I've got messages coming in left, right, and centre. I'm dropping my stuff on the floor, which is what you expect. Not very good for TV, is it? We should be in a slick studio, maybe with moving cameras and so on. But we are here at the end of the stage end, and it looks great here. It's proper inner village. We've got spectators here. We've got the marshals standing at the end of the stage, as they always do, and we've got the timing board. Now, this thing broke this morning in the first group of stages. At the moment, nothing on the board because we're waiting for the first cars to come through here this afternoon. So this is where the times are going to be written for the drivers. And we're just in a little town just north here, way far up. Just make sure everyone's got their face masks on at the end of the stage. And yeah, we've got the guys from local radio. Few spectators walking into this one. So they're getting ready for the hot rally action, which is about to restart. Remember, if you just joined us today, it's great to be back, and it's great to be around the season last year in 2019. It went down to the wire with Alexei Lukanuk versus Chris Ingram last year, and well, yeah, this isn't the final round of the season, and it's not the final day of the season. This is Rally Hungary, round 4 of the FIA European Rally Championship, and we are, well, after the season was sort of pushed back here on the ERC, the coronavirus pushed through the motorsport calendar for everybody earlier this year with this global pandemic. We managed to get rallying back up and running, and we are looking and enjoying an event here in Hungary that does have spectators here this weekend. Now, when we were live earlier on today, we had some spectators at the end of that big vineyard stage. But up here, you can't really see so many of them because just a few of them have walked up into the stage out and round the corner. But I tell you what, this stage is tricky and bumpy, and we drove it on our recce on Thursday, just a couple of days ago, and it's very, very technical, this one. We're talking to the guys from the FIA who just came through to have a look before as the procession of cars coming through. Talking to the guys from the FIA, and they said it's a lot more muddy for the second pass. So more muddy. Carlo's got his doing his job super steady holding that camera. I should try and move out a little bit more just to see if we can catch him off guard. But he's pinpoint precision. He's amazing. So everywhere I go, I just can't get rid of it. It's like I feel like I'm being stalked by a Sherman tank or something like that, because everywhere I go, the camera moves. Right, anyway, less of the buffooning around, and let's swing the camera back round to the stop line. You've got the radio crackling at the end of the stage. Oh, no. I thought just missed the radio. Oh, well, he's talking. Think just like. Hey, Andreas Mikkelsen, Alexei Lukanuk isn't leading this rally for a change. Andreas Mikkelsen is leading the event just by 5.1 seconds right now. over Alexei Lukyanuk, who is second in the rally. We've got Craig Breen, who is third overall, 9.9 seconds the gap between Lukyanuk and Craig Breen. So the Russian rocket is sandwiched by two drivers who have competed in the World Championship and are back here on the ERC this weekend. So Alexei Lukyanuk is, well, I don't know, not being rattled a little bit, but Mikkelsen came here to fight and wanted to fight at the top this weekend. And after 5 stages, and before the long drive back down to service and then the long drive back up to this stage, Mikkelsen is out on top at the moment. Whether he can hold off the Russian rocket, the ERC regular, over the remaining group of stages here this afternoon, and of course all the stages we've got going on tomorrow, well, we'll find out, hey, won't we? We'll keep it locked on to our social media coverage and of course ERC radio, which we're broadcasting from the end of every competitive stage. Oliver Solberg leading the ERC1 junior category. Well, he's lying in 4th overall at the moment after 5 stages before the midday service. 19.3 seconds. 19.3 seconds off the pace of Craig Breen. Solberg wasn't too happy with his tyre choice this morning. Lukyanuk, however, on the Pirellis was extremely happy with his tyre choice this morning. So seemed kind of in the zone, dans la zone, as they would say in France. Gregor Munster, second in the ERC1 junior category, and having a great drive today. Gregor certainly enjoying himself too. But as you can see, it's getting a little bit dark at the moment. It's kind of, we haven't got any sharp light as we had earlier on today. It's got this starting to cloud over. Now, what I want to do is I can hear Lukyanuk, who is first on the road, coming towards us. I just want to check that the weather situation for the weekend, because if I just, without dropping everything here, but if I just check out the weather for the weekend while we're here, it says it's going to be highs of 13 degrees Celsius today. Tomorrow, sunshine, wall-to-wall sunshine tomorrow for the second and last day of Rally Hungary. 11 degrees Celsius, lows of 3 degrees Celsius overnight tonight. Will make for a little bit of humidity and local mist pockets tomorrow morning as we go out into the stages. Righty-hody. So where are we up to? Waiting for the first car to get here. Loads and loads of spectator cars parked here. Carlo, if you can just swing the camera around one more time, sorry about that, and just step just over here for a minute, because we haven't seen this for a while. If you can just swing your camera, and I hope we've got this shot online, you see all the cars that are parked at the side of the road. Either side of the road, all the way down, probably for at least 500 meters to the edge of the village, either side of the road, and the same in the other direction as well. So loads and loads of spectators bringing the cars up here. But this stage is rough and bumpy. It's really, really super twisty in places, and you have to be inch perfect in these stages because there isn't any room for error driving this one. As we came through on the recce the other day, there's blankets of leaves here, there's little rocks in the cuts, and you just don't want to go off the road, because even if you roll off the tarmac, off the asphalt, you could cut the tyre wall of your car and cause a big issue. Anyway, excuse me, coughing. That's wearing the face mask at the end of the stage. Lukyanuk comes in. So the car looks absolutely perfect as he comes into the site. You can tell that it's muddy just by looking at the mud on the back of the car there. So super little bit of mud. So he's been pushing, but Lukyanuk just resetting something inside the car. Let's get the door open. Dropped the microphone as a result of opening the door, but I hope you heard that okay. Let's wait for Alexei to get his hat on and get himself sorted. Alexei, we were hearing that it was a little bit more muddy on the second pass. Was the level of grip okay to your satisfaction?
It doesn't matter because we checked in 5 minutes earlier.
You checked in 5 minutes early. Why? What was it? What? Why? I mean, how was that mistake come up?
Stupid question.
Okay. I understand it's a stupid question, but whose mistake was it?
Not mine. Not mine.
Okay, Alexei, we understand, right? We'll let you go. He says it's a stupid question, but he checked in. checked in 5 minutes early. I mean, you heard it in his voice. It's not his mistake, and that's a very angry Alexei Lukyanuk in the car at the moment. 5 minutes early check-in into the stage, setting a time of 8 minutes 44.9. Now the penalty points that he's going to pick up and the time on the board, he's going to certainly lose his second position in the rally as a result of that. So massive mistake for them inside the cockpit of that car at the moment. So breaking news here this afternoon, Lukyanuk checking in 5 minutes early into the stage. Let's hear what Solberg has to say. Got the lamp pods fitted on the front of the car already with the little bags on there. They've done that. Oliver, just getting yourself sorted at the end of the stage. How was the run for you?
Hard work. I had my ALS was too pushy, so when I was braking and lifting the throttle, the car was pushing like hell. So I was a bit risky, but I had to turn it down on the stage. But you see, now it's the correct tire choice, so it's good. I'm happy.
Okay. So what did you change in service other than make the correct tire choice?
Now, small setup changes to improve. You know, it's the first time with the car, and I'm still getting used to it. So we're trying to improve step by step, and it's working well.
Okay, that's good. Trying to improve step by step, working well for Lukyanuk, not for Oliver Solberg. Okay, so big drama here. Setting 0.3 of a second. Setting 0.3 of a second, the difference between Lukyanuk 844.9, 844.6. Solberg seems to have the right tyre choice, the right setup of the car coming into this loop of stages. And then if you just get my colleague down here from the local radio, if you come here, which is good. Yeah, that's good. Just sort ourselves out at the end of the stage. That's cool. Right, okay. So big news is then that Alexei Lukyanuk checks into the stage 5 minutes early. Not very happy at the end of the stage, so I always hate going into the side of the car when they've made a mistake or when there's a small issue with the car or something like that. And yeah, Lukyanuk, yeah, not so happy. But the time looks good on the board, but we'll talk about the rest of it later on and the impact that it has on Lukyanuk's lead on the championship at the moment and his position in the rally overall. We've got to wait for everyone else to come through. Right, you see they've all got the lamp pods fitted now. It's going to go dark. You know, look at Gregoire Munster's car. It looks absolutely amazing with the light pods on the front of the car. So cool. But they're all fitted, ready for the dark stages at night. He's even lost his Hyundai logo as well off the front, but looks absolutely amazing. Getting more muddy. Really muddy at the back of the car as well. More stuff being pulled out. Gregoire just sorting your hair out at the end of the stage, get himself masked up. Gregoire, how was the run for you on this one?
It was a good one. For me, this is the trickiest stage of the rally. It's really easy to make a mistake here with all the mud. So we try to take it carefully, and the time is not so bad. We try to be efficient and not to take any risks.
What about service? What about the change? Did you sort out any of the rebound, the damper clicks? What happened there?
Yeah, so we change a bit, and we will change also for the next one. I have to go.
Okay, we'll let you go. Thanks. That's Gregoire Munster with a 8 minutes 46.9 through the stage. 8:46.9. Whoops. I got some music playing on my phone here, just seeing if there's any messages coming into us. But yeah, we're going to talk here now down to Norbert Herzig. That's going to be all the drivers we'll talk to at the end of this stage before we move on to the next one. And we'll be live on ERC radio at the next stage. But the fourth car is coming through now. Let's have a word with Craig Breen. Made a silly little mistake on this stage earlier on today, having a lock-up and an overshoot and losing 15 seconds. Breen comes through. Again, lamp pods fitted. He's lost a front left lamp pod already, so lost that. Just clipping it something. Door open. Craig, I love it when you come to the end of the stage and you've got a smile on your face. I love it when the time's fast. And what was the magic there? What was the secret?
Just try and go like the clappers when I could. I was sure I had a puncture at the end. I probably dropped a second or two with that. Was really sure I was on the front right in the gravel. I had a puncture, so I really, really slow down in some fast places. So let's see what the next few are.
You've lost a front left lamp pod and look, checked in 5 minutes early apparently.
Oh, I know about the light, but that was a sacrifice, unfortunately.
See you later on, that's Craig Breen. So that was a sacrifice, losing a front left lamp pod on Craig Breen's Hyundai as he pulls off. But yeah, cracking time for him. Drove like the clappers, he said. Drove like the clappers with an 8 minutes 34.8. 8 minutes 34.8, which is unbelievable time for Craig on uncharted territory with the MRF tyres. This is a rally that they haven't tackled before, and because we've said all along, they're using this as a learning experience, taking the data back to India from this event to develop the MRF tyres for the future. And Breen certainly showing that the tyres do adhere and stick well to the surface here. Provided you drive like the clappers, quote unquote. But that is Breen through. Right, okay. Next one, time going on the board. Another one coming up, being attacked by something. Don't know what it was, some sort of Hungarian biting wasp or something like that. I don't know, some sort of, I don't know, whatever it was. Hey, chap, get out of the way. Right, there we go. Let's have a word with Miko Marcek. Now, this isn't going to be a short answer, but we'll see what he has to say. 8 minutes 34.5. No, it's not Miko Marcek, it's Andreas Mikkelsen. Door open. Andreas, just sorting yourself out at the end of this one. Nice to see you at the end of the stage. Craig beat you on this stage, but it doesn't really matter. You're having fun?
Yeah, we're enjoying it. It was a very difficult stage. Quite muddy in this one, so we were a bit on the safe side because it's so easy to do a mistake in there. But anyway, a clean stage. Looks like we took a lot of time out of Lukyanuk. So yeah, so far so good.
I was just wondering what you and Craig have done in the midpoint service, because both of you guys with world experience are, you know, in a different kettle of timing there. It's I don't know, what have you done?
I don't know. It's second pass through as well. You have to remember that Lukyanuk was first on the road this morning, and he had an advantage with not having any gravel. Now it's more equal for everyone. So yeah, we'll just have to continue to push.
That's good. Nice to see you, Andreas. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, that's Andreas Mikkelsen. Right, that's Mikkelsen. Door closed. So happy Andreas Mikkelsen with a 5 minute, 8 minutes 35.5, 8 minutes 35.5 through the stage. So we've had 5 drivers through. The headline news: first car on the road. We'll wait for the timing boards to be refreshed and updated, but Lukyanuk saying to us at the end of the stage, not very happy that he checked into the stage 5 minutes early. Not his mistake, his co-driver's mistake for doing that one. So right, I wouldn't want to be inside that Citroen C3 on the road section. To the next stage, we're live on the FIA European Rally Championship website and social media outlets this afternoon. We're live on ERC Radio, which is where we will continue our coverage. We're going to be live here now till Norbert Herzig. Just a few more cars to come until we talk to Norbert Herzig. But Miko Marcek is now coming into sight. I was just getting Andreas Mikkelsen and Miko Marcek's cars just mixed up a bit, but you know, Miko hasn't lost a lamp pod like Craig Breen had. It's absolutely amazing. I love the lamp pod setup on the front, but using a crisscross tyre pattern as well for Miko. Miko, how was the run through there? Using the crisscross tyre pattern, has it paid off? Good grip?
Yeah, old school, like on the third round in Portugal, and maybe that was a little bit easier, especially on the muddy places. Car was more steerable, and yeah, we are happy because we did quite big progress in compared to our first run. Of course, it's still a long way to be fast on such stages. In the first part, this stage is like Barum, and after it we are driving on the tarmac tires 170 kilometers per hour between the trees on the gravel, and it's the new experience for me, and now was much better. I did some step, but ahead of us is very demanding stage and now I'm focused on it. Pozdrawiam serdecznie wszystkich kibiców z Polski. Było teraz zdecydowanie lepiej. Nie martwcie się, w trakcie odcinka wieje mi tutaj i coś widzę, bo teraz, tak jak widzicie, jestem cały zaparowany. Jedziemy dalej, bo pętla jest długa.
If you take your glasses off, can you see us better?
Yeah, I said to my Polish fans, don't worry, because during driving it's okay. That's just when we stop, it's going big fog there.
I love it, it's brilliant, it's so cool. You look like he's spent a heavy night in the sauna or something else like that, but that's Miko Marcek. So when he's driving, he can see what he can see with with his glasses. But what's so funny is when we talk to him at the end of the stage, just the glasses just steam up so much, and he still keeps talking and still looks at you, but he can't see anything. I'm sure of it. That's Miko Marcek with a 8 minutes 56.8. Car number 9, bottom on the board there is Efren Lorena. They're super quick writing the times on the board here at the end of the stage. So that is Lorena as he comes through. Let me just slide around the back of Carlo, our cameraman this weekend. Get him done. Lorena opens the door. Let's get ourselves into position. Efren, how was that?
Yeah, we are driving fast but safe for sure. I think they have a very good pace, so we need to improve. But okay, it's very happy. It's so good to be here, and it's so funny the stage.
Okay, it's a funny stage for him. That is Efren Lorena taking with him 2 spares in the back of the car this afternoon. 2 spares in the back. He's got his Pirelli caps in there, and you see with the lamp pods on, he's got the light switched on. You can kind of see as he goes. It's getting darker and darker here all the time. We're around about 30 minutes before sunset here this evening, so 30 minutes until it starts going dark in this part of the world. And yeah, the last few stages tonight are going to be run in the dark. We're proper old school style. Remember 12 months ago standing at the end of the final stage just with the headlights of the cars for company as we were waiting in the woods for Lukanuk and Ingram to come through to the final stop line of the season, and it was amazing atmosphere in the dark. It was raining, which is not what it's doing today, which is kind of much better. Let's have a word with next one that comes through to him. Prepared by Orsak Rally Sports, it is this one is Eric Seiss, but all the leaves in the front of the car, I don't know whether Carlo can see this, all these leaves have just flopped down, but they're all sucked up into the front, into the radiator matrix. But as he stops, they all sort of fritter down, but you can tell how hard they've been pushing. He's got the right tyres on as well. He hasn't got a crisscross pattern of tyres. Eric, are you happy with the tyre choice then?
Yeah, quite a bit, yes. There is more mud than previous stage. For sure I can push much more on some places, but on this stage I don't have so much confidence from the previous one, but yeah, time seems quite good, so I'm happy.
So you made a mistake in this one this morning. There was no way you were going to make a mistake in this stage this afternoon.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, like you said. I will be completely idiot if I do another mistake, but yeah, that's racing, and if you need to push, you need to push, and it can happen. But yeah, now we need to be clever and get some points.
Okay, that's cool. You be clever and catch some points. Thanks, Eric. Door closed for him. Eric Seiss on his way. Car number 10 out of here. You know, he's a smart kid. He's a cool kid, and he says the right stuff. He's as Julian was saying. He was saying that. I don't know, he just says the right words, does Eric Seiss. It's almost as if he's gone through rally school, if you see what I mean, or rally driver etiquette school, because, yeah, very polite at the end of the stage, talks to us, very descriptive, which is brilliant. So Seiss with an 8 minutes 50.0, 8 minutes 50.0 for him through the stage. Next car, you see, they get radioed down from the stop line. So the guys are radioing from the timing beam, the time through for car 11, which is going on the board. This is Norbert Herzig. So Norby, as I call him, the petrol station poster boy, because sponsored by Mol Fuels. Norby comes through now, taking the car out of stage mode to road mode. But the Polo looks mega at the front, doesn't it? I love the cars when they got the lamp pods set up at the front. These little really tiny cool ones in the corner, they're just so amazing. But let's have a word with Norby. We'll hear from him in English and Hungarian. 8 minutes 55.8. Norby, how was it? Good?
Yeah, it was quite okay. I don't know why, but I don't like this stage. I don't know, but this is much better than in the last loop. So everything was okay, and we didn't get a puncture, so okay.
And in Hungarian.
Köszi srácok, minden oké. Valamiért ez a gyors nem tetszik, nem tudom megmondani az okát igazából. Picit óvatosabb vagyok a kelleténél, de nem kaptunk defektet, és ez a legjobb hír, úgyhogy haladunk tovább. Köszönjük a szurkolást.
Okay, thanks Norby. Cheers. Big thumbs up for him. So that is Norby Herzig. 2 spares in the back for him. On his way to the next one, which is a short road section round the hills. But as the sun sets here, you can continue listening to our coverage of the FIA European Rally Championship here in Hungary by tuning into ERC Radio. You can find the link on the home screen of FIAERC.com and of course by downloading the ERC app and taking that with you on your mobile. So Norby Herzig through with an 8:55.8. We've had a whole bunch of drivers through here. No real dramas for the second pass through this one, stage number 6, apart from Alexei Lukina admitting to us at the end of the stage and being quite angry that he checked into the stage 5 minutes early. Not his mistake, his co-driver's mistake. So that's going to be a lot of bad words said in the car on the road section to the next one. This is the ERC, of course. What we're going to do is wrap it up here on our live coverage, but we will continue the coverage on ERC Radio. But as we do that, just have a look at what Andreas Mikkelsen's onboard looks like on stage number 2.
Kort flatt den venstre, 60. Smal kort 4 venstre pluss over bro, 20, 4 høyre. Bro utgang, 40. Boks flatt 5 høyre pluss, 40. Nyper flatt 5 pluss, 40. Flatt 5 venstre pluss over grønn, halvlang 40. Nyper cut maybe 5, åpner 40. Flatt 5 høyre pluss, åpner 80. Flatt venstre over grønn, 70. Nyper 5. 80 meter, slow 20, boksstore minus 80 meter, slow 20, boksstore minus 20. Cut 3 venstre pluss, inn 20, boks 2 høyre minus halvlang. 20, flatt venstre, 80. Nipper boks 3, 60. Cut kort 5 høyre pluss, 50. Nipper line boks 1 pluss, nipper line 1 boks 1 pluss. 50 twist. Flatt 5 venstre pluss, 60. Nyper kort, maybe 5. Åpner lang, 120. Twist, twist. Cut, kort 4 venstre, 20. Cut 4, høyre minus. Cut 4, høyre minus, halv. 30. Cut kort flatt 5 venstre, 60. Kort 5 høyre inn, 30. Boks 3 venstre. 30, boks 3 venstre, halv. 30. Nyper cut kort 4, 40. Nyper cut kort 5 minus 20. Cut kort 5 høyre, 30. Snubbes pluss 3. 30 pluss 3 pluss. Cut 4 venstre inn 20. Cut 4 høyre 20. Cut 4 venstre åpner halvlang inn 10. Syner, slipp i tåret minus. Slipp i tåret minus. 40. Nyper kort flatt 5. Til flatt venstre. 90. Boks 3 venstre pluss halvlang. Boks 3 pluss halvlang åpner. 30. Boks 3 høyre pluss, boks 3 høyre pluss 20. Slipp i boks 4 venstre. Åpner halvlang. Slipp i boks kort 5 minus. 60 over mødd og grønn. Asfalt flatt 6 høyre minus 140. Kort 5 venstre pluss 20. Slå 5 høyre minus. Slå 5 høyre minus. Slipp i 20. Boks 2 venstre minus. Åpner halvlang. Stuss kort 5 høyre, stuss kort 5 høyre, til kort 5 venstre minus, til boks 4 høyre, boks 4 høyre, åpner 90 over kul. Boks 5 venstre pluss inn 20, fast 5 høyre, 30, flatt 6 venstre, 50, flatt 6 høyre minus halvlang, flatt 6 minus halvlang, 40, ned på boks inngang 5, halvlang ned på boks inngang 5, 50, maybe 5 venstre, åpnet down line, til flatt 6 høyre minus, 120 meter, ned på cut maybe 5, åpner lang 60, ned på boks kort flatt 5 pluss 40, boks 5 venstre pluss 40, boks 4 høyre minus, 20, boks 3 venstre minus, 20, boks 3 venstre minus 40. Cut kort flatt 5 høyre, 70 twist, ned på boks maybe 5, åpner 50, ned på boks kort 5, ned på boks kort 5, 80, stuss kort 5 venstre pluss 40, 4 høyre minus, 30, boks kort 5 venstre, 40, boks kort 5, 4 høyre minus, 40, boks kort 4 venstre, splitt 30 i 1, 30 inn i 1 pluss, 20, cut kort flatt 5 høyre pluss 40 twist, kort høyre til boks kort 5 venstre, til kort høyre 40, boks kort 4 venstre, 30, boks inngang 4 høyre minus 50 meter, 4 minus 50 meter, 20, split 2 venstre, en og split boks 2 venstre minus, 20, cut kort 4 høyre pluss åpner halvlang, 140, kort flatt 5 høyre pluss 40, boks kort 5 venstre, 50, nipper boks 4, 60, nipper boks fast 5 minus 100, flatt 5 høyre pluss 50, nipper cut flatt 5 pluss 150 twist, boks 4 venstre pluss, åpner ekstra lang inn, åpner ekstra lang inn, 20, boks smal kort 5 høyre, minus 40, bro, møtt 60, kort 5 venstre, minus 20, asfalt 4 høyre minst, 20, asfalt 4 høyre pluss, 40, line boks kort 4 venstre, til flatt 5 høyre, 40, nyper boks kort maybe 5, 70, nyper kort 6 minus 50, nyper 5 inn, 40, maybe 5 venstre over bro, møtt og bro, åpner lang 40, 2 høyre pluss, 40, 2 høyre pluss, lang, 60, boks maybe 5 venstre pluss 50, boks kort 5 høyre 30, boks 4 venstre, til boks flatt 6 høyre, til boks flatt 6 høyre, halvlang, nipper maybe, boks 5 halv 60, boks 5 venstre minus 300 twist, boks 5 høyre 70, enda boks 5 høyre 70, nyper boks kort 5 minus, til boks kort maybe 5 venstre, åpner halvlang 100 boks skikane, slipper 3 minus, 1 venstre, 20, asfalt, kort 3 høyre, 120, boks 5 høyre minus, 80, flatt venstre over halvlang grønn, 120, boks maybe 5 høyre pluss, åpner halvlang, 160 twist, boks 4 høyre pluss, 40, boks maybe 5 venstre minus, 80, nyper maybe boks 5, 50, boks kort 5 høyre, 50, boks flatt 5 venstre pluss over grønn, 50, boks flatt 5 høyre pluss, 90, boks 5 venstre inn, 30, boks kort flatt 5 høyre pluss, 70 over grønn, nyper boks kort minus flatt, 80, slå boks 5 venstre inn, skikane kortere høyre, til 2 venstre minus, 10, kort 4 høyre, 60 twist, boks kort 3 venstre veier, eller 40, nyper stuss 3, til stuss kort 4 høyre pluss, til stuss kort 4 høyre pluss, til flatt 5 venstre, 40, kort 5 høyre minus, 50 twist, møtte i synet høyre pluss, åpner til flatt 5 venstre, åpner lang, flatt 5 venstre, åpner lang 60, nyper kort flatt grus, 100, 5 venstre pluss lang, flatt, 40 ekstra, altså her er flatt 5 venstre pluss lang, 40 ekstra lang grønn, 100 twist, flatt 6 venstre minus halvlang, 100, nyper 60 line, cut kort maybe 5, nyper 60 line, cut kort maybe 5 pluss 100 over grønn, 5 venstre venstre, halv 40, 95 minus. 95 minus, bomba her. 150 twist. Pass, kort 6 høyre, slow 90 twist, 2 høyre pluss. Slow 90 twist, 2 høyre pluss, alle. 40. Dette ytter i hvert fall. Kort 5 høyre til krøn i, kort 4 venstre pluss. Stuss 4 høyre halvlang, stuss 4 høyre halvlang. Don't maybe 5 venstre halvlang, ja, don't maybe 5 venstre halvlang. 50, krøn asfalt ned 30, cut 5 venstre minus. 50, boks 4 høyre pluss. 50, boks 4 høyre pluss. 40, kvart 4 venstre minus. 80, cut kvart 4 høyre. 50, 4 venstre, åpner smal halvlang. 40, nypet pass 5 minus 40, nypet pass 5 minus inn 40. Cut 5 høyre minus halv, cut 5 høyre minus halv 30. Kort 5 venstre minus 80. Beklager, det skal bli bedre.